final day of the first Test match at the Gabba between Australia and the West Indies. Welcome to the highlights. A day where it dawned nice and sultry, good conditions for the cricketers, and a day where we're hoping for a tremendous amount of excitement. We'll just bring you up to date with what's been happening in the match so far. Australia 293 and 6 for 266. Mark Waugh 60 and the not-out batsman Border 6 and Healy 5 as they start the last day. 101 overs gone. And the bowling figures for the West Indians, a great performance from Ambrose, 4 for 46, 1 for 43 for Bishop and 1 for 57 for Walsh. We join play now in the 9th over. It's 6 for 280. Healy has moved on to 18 and Ian Bishop is bowling to him. Your commentators are Greg Chappell and Michael Holding.
There's an appeal and he's given out, caught behind down the leg side, so instant success there for the West Indians as Bishop comes around the wicket. Alan Border will not be happy to see Ian Healy on his way. The quick runs that he was looking for, he would have been hoping to come from him.
Ian Bishop has been having some problems all morning with his line, and there you see him going around the wicket. Still not a very good ball. Pitching outside leg, Ian Healy just flicking it on his way down to David Williams. The end result, Healy is out for 18, Australia 7 for 280.
Got away that time. The fuller one, Alan Border driving. It's not really from the middle of the bat, but every run counts. Ambrose can't cut it off, and there's 4 very handy runs for Alan Border. It's the end of the over, 7 for 287. It's a good delivery. There's an appeal, and that's out, also caught by David Williams. So Curtly Ambrose has taken his 5th wicket for the innings. He's taken 5 for 54, and another very impressive performance by the big fast bowler.
Certainly, Curtly Ambrose has bowled well throughout this Test match. Another good delivery. Pitching just outside the off stump, holding its line. David Williams does the rest. Hughes goes for 1, Australia 8 for 287.
So 2 for 53 he took in the first innings, and he's got 5 for 55 in the second innings. So 7 wickets on the match so far for Curtly Ambrose. Alan Border decides that it's time to attack. He's hit Curtly Ambrose back straight over his right shoulder. That wouldn't happen to him too often.
I don't think he was expecting a shot like that either, Greg, with Australia, with their backs against the ropes. I think that's the last shot he expected, but Alan Border, very experienced. He knows there are not a lot of men out there in front of the bat. Hitting it straight back. Good shot.
It's in the air, and that's runs there for Craig McDermott. So a lead of 216 for Australia. I don't think they'd feel comfortable that they've got enough runs in front yet.
But everyone counts, and that's 2 more.
It's a good delivery. Alan Border unable to do what Merv Hughes did. 8 for 294.
Gone, and Border will be desperately disappointed with that. So it might have been the cue end of the bat. It was certainly way down the bottom of it, and there's nothing wrong with the pitch. It was just that he decided to go for the square cut there against a wideish ball.
This is David Williams' 5th catch, and a familiar dismissal for left-handers here. Perhaps Alan Border marginally hampered by the hamstring problem to his left leg. Courtney Walsh delighted. He struck very quickly. Border is out for 17. Australia are 9 for 295.
And more valuable runs. Outside edge. But the fielder's not going to get that. That's 6 from 2 balls. And it's 9 for 301. Got away beautifully. A The Australians in the dressing room will be very tense at the moment, but they'll be cheering that. And this is a brave effort from McDermott. There's no question he hasn't been all that keen on the quicks, but he's playing with tremendous courage out there.
32 minutes still to go to lunch, even given daylight saving in some states.
Out. So that has done the trick. Spin has done it where pace couldn't break through the last wicket. Bruce Reid is desperately disappointed. McDermott will be too. But we now have a very, very interesting afternoon in store. Hooper has got that one to turn just a little bit. The ball coming off slower. Richie Richardson just in the right spot there. That's good captaincy. Full marks for Richardson for bringing on Hooper and ending the Australian innings on 308. Well, very valuable runs there at the end for the Australians. They managed to creep up to 308, and that has made for an intriguing contest this afternoon. This is the card. McDermott was unbeaten on 16, 18 to Healy and 17 to Border. It doesn't sound many runs, but they could be priceless as the afternoon goes on. It's left the West Indies with a target of 231. That's the final bowling figures for the West Indies. 5 for 66 from 32 overs and 8 maidens for Curtly Ambrose. That is a wonderful performance. Ian Bishop 2 for 58. Hooper 1 for 63, taking that last wicket of Bruce Reid. And Walsh 2 for 64. So the West Indies target 231, 202 minutes plus 15 overs and a minimum of 65 overs. We join play now with the first ball of the West Indies' second innings. Craig McDermott is the bowler. Desmond Haynes is taking strike. Bill Laurie is in the commentary box, and alongside him is Ian Chappell.
Thank you, Richie. It's McDermott steaming into Haynes, and he's off the mark immediately. There'll be a lot of butterflies around the ground here, not only for the players, but for the spectators. The Tide Test comes to mind. And, of course, if we can get away to a 1-0 lead in the series, it's going to change the attitude of the other side. And the West Indies with a great opportunity here because it is a good batting day. The outfield's fast, it's bright and sunny, and the wicket really is good. You have to say it's a good fifth-day wicket. The Australian bowlers will have to bowl very straight and very full, not be too short here. Simmons on strike. McDermott, he's off the mark as well. Mervyn Hughes down at third man.
That's his record against Australia. Slightly higher test average against Australia than overall. Quite amazing that it should be so reminiscent, the target that is, so reminiscent of the Tide Test.
Craig McDermott with the breeze from the Stanley Street end. Big shout, he's got in, he's out. What a breakthrough, Craig McDermott getting the edge. That's 1 for 2 at the Gabba.
The perfect outswinger there from McDermott. Desmond Haynes had to play at that one. It was perfectly pitched, just moved enough to clip the outside edge, and a straightforward catch for Ian Healy. And that is a tremendous breakthrough for Craig McDermott. It's 1 for 2.
He's got him. They're 2. They're gone. That's beautifully bowled. Simmons out for 1. And my word, Australia with a big chance here at the Gabba.
Yes, that's beautiful bowling from Bruce Reid. We've seen as close to 2 perfect deliveries as you'd ever want to see from new ball bowlers. Once again, Simmons having to play, and just enough movement to clip the edge. And a good catch from Ian Healy. Once again, coming forward as a keeper. That's not an easy thing to do. And the Australians have made the ideal start. West Indies 2 for 2.
McDermott. Richardson off the mark with a nice deflection. Down to Reid. Just the single. Beats him. Beautifully bowled. And cut away from the left-hander. And Lara played straight enough. Was just beaten by the movement off the pitch.
Once again, the line was absolutely perfect from Craig McDermott. Lara had to play it, And the ball just moved a bit too far if you're looking at it from Craig McDermott's perspective. Whereas the one that got Desmond Haynes just moved the right amount, clipped the edge. That one went past the edge.
Fingers down the seam. Rhythm's right. McDermott got him! Yes! A beautiful catch. It's now 3 for 3 at the Gabba. McDermott bowling, perfect line to the left-hander. Tried to work it away on the offside. And Mark Tower caught it as clean as a whistle.
Yes, they've taken 3 good catches, and that's exactly what they've got to do. They're supporting some very good bowling. Mark Taylor moving to his left and grabbing that one. So the Australians have done extremely well in that short session, picking up 3 wickets. And the West Indies won't enjoy their lunch with the scoreboard showing 3 for 3.
He's hit that one away. It's gone way over the top down square leg. And so Richie Richardson means a bit of business here. It's also the end of the over. It's 3 for 9. Oh, he's bowled him. It's all over. He's nicked it back onto the stumps. And that's McDermott's 100th Test wicket in Australia. So very well done that was. It just nipped back a little bit, perhaps inside edge onto the stumps.
I think Atherton was beaten there by lack of bounce in that delivery. I think the replays will show that it hit the bottom of the bat and onto the stumps. Didn't bounce as high as he would have liked. But the end result is what Craig McDermott was looking for. Atherton goes 4 for 9, West Indies. Rich Richardson on 7. Bruce Reid.
What a good shot that was into the gap on the offside. It's running away down towards the boundary. The outfield here quite quick. Into the fence it goes. So that's a good shot.
Richard Richardson certainly attacking, but in the previous over, McDermott. Just look at this ball hitting the bottom of the bat, going on to the stump. Atherton not really doing much wrong there.
Another good shot. The gap on the offside. He's looking pretty good.
There he goes again, Richard Richardson. Definitely the right tactic here. No point in trying to just hang around. He has to keep scoring. Very good shot. Just pushing it through the offside. Beautifully timed. Shot. Good shot again. That's 4 more. Slightly longer swing there, higher back lift, but beautifully timed.
She certainly smashed that one down the ground. Beautiful shot. Oh, well bowled. One nipped back quite a long way as well.
Yes, that's the result of bowling on a good line. Pitching just outside the off stump, coming back into Richard Richardson. Very important to bowl a good line with a new ball. You don't want to be wasting it.
Would want to see the West Indian line up there with the batsman to come. The batsman currently in there. You can see Richardson is on 21 and Hooper on 3 with the Sunrise 4 for 27 the score.
That ball was probably too good. Similarly, bowling from wide of the crease. Wow, look at that one go. Pitching and going away.
That's a good shot. Just slightly overpitched that one. And that one's gone way down to the boundary. Into the fence it goes. That's his first 4.
Yes, Carl Hooper handled that one a lot easier than the previous deliveries. Well pitched up, possibly pitched up a little bit too much. Just stroked through the offside. Well timed again.
Good shot, Richard Richardson. Beautifully timed again. It's been a feature of the shots that Richardson has played today. No real effort in this yet. It's gone away for 4 very comfortably. West Indies move on to 4 for 42. That'll be 4. Richard Richardson hardly holding back on that. Not quite timing it as well as some of his other shots today. It's straight down to the extra cover boundary. And again, Richardson goes to the pull. He hasn't middled this one. Steve Waugh is the man chasing it. Richardson turns for 3. He's going to have to hurry gently. But Richardson certainly on the offensive. As we were saying earlier, there's nothing here is going to stop him playing his shots. Four runs all the way. It's a feature of Richard Richardson's batting that when he goes for these shots, he certainly doesn't hold back. A few is just over pitching.
There is no doubt that in Richie Richardson's mind, the best thing he can do is play his natural game. If the ball's there to be hit it. There aren't many better players in world cricket today at doing just that.
Oh, and close. That's a fine shot. That's going to be 4. Just drifting onto the pads of Carl Hooper, and he really ripped that through mid-wicket. It's been all action in this innings. Oh, good shot. Over cover pointed. Races one bounce into the fence. We may be seeing one of the all-time great innings here. It's early days yet, but Richardson taking the attack right up to the Australian bowlers.
We could still be in for a great finish here. West Indies lost their wickets. This is a marvellous counter-attack by Richie Richardson. Commentators earlier were talking about the fact that it's the best way for Richie Richardson to play. It's his natural way, it's his stroke play that he always produces. And it's the best way to get the Australians on the defensive.
There was a noise there, but there wasn't any bat. It hit the ground. Big shout, it's got to be close. My word, that was close to strike him outside the line. It was angled across, but that was very close indeed. Richardson batting out of his crease. Ball just going down leg side. Probably saved the fact that he's batting forward of the popping crease, but that was well worth a shout. It's a good shot, and that's 4. Carl Hooper is a sweet timer. Nice deflection, that could go for 4. Reed slow and wide, he's coming around putting in the big ones. And he does well, and it brings up 50 for Richie Richardson. A superb captain's knock. Under pressure.
That's a lovely hand from Richie Richardson. A wonderful way to make 50, to come out and carry the attack to the opposition. Give them some real stick, 51 from 77 balls, and change the face of the game on the final day of this test.
That's an excellent delivery, a big shout from behind the wicket. no reaction at all from umpire Prue.
Big shouts. Carl Hooper aiming a massive blow over deep mid-wicket, failing to make contact. The appeal for a stumping, but West Indies stay on 4 for 95.
Ian Healy gave a big shout there as he appealed for stumping, and looks as though that was well worth the appeal there. Carl Hooper came up on the toe. He must have just got some part grounded behind the line. Must have been a mere sprig.
And he's gone. Straight to David Boone at mid-wicket. Firmly struck shot, but in the air, and Carl Hooper pays the price. Australia have made the breakthrough they need.
Yes, he got into position and a little bit of extra turn there. And perhaps the fact that the ball stayed down a little bit caused him to hit it in the air. It wasn't a well-played shot. He should have either gone right over the top or hit along the ground. So a terrific breakthrough there for Greg Matthews. It's 5 for 95.
Very close indeed, and it's out. Umpire Terry Crew decides that ball was going to hit the stumps. David Williams makes the fatal error of leaving that ball alone. A good delivery from Craig McDermott. Coming back in from outside the off stump. The bat shouldered, and David Williams goes.
Yes, he's been bowling some good off-cutters, Craig McDermott, and that is a fair decision. So David Williams is the 6th man down, and they have just 4 left standing. Craig McDermott has done a terrific job for Australia, and the West Indies are now 6 for 96.
Big shout. Richardson caught in front of the stumps there. Terry Prue this time turning down the appeal.
It's been a terrific over from Craig McDermott. Just outside the line of off stump, that one, only just.
Got him, yes, caught behind. He says it's a pad, but a big shout. Richie Richardson's not happy, he brushes his pad, and he's a pretty fair man, but it was a big shout from the Australians. Umpire Prue officiating at the Stanley Street end. This will be a very interesting replay.
The disappointing end to a very courageous innings. Bat and pad pretty close together. Ian Healy's convinced that it's out. The important one, of course, is umpire Terry Prue, and he puts up the finger. I can't say that I agree with Richie Richardson patting his pad as he goes away. And whether you like the umpire's decision or not, you've got to accept them. He's out for 66, 7 for 123.
Change, Reid goes around that position mid-off. Off drive, big move comes in, he's really coming in hard. Tempted York, that's close, maybe a bat, not out. Healy spins around like a top, Border throws his head to the heavens, and Big Kirtley's as cool as a cucumber. It's out, yes, he's got in. The new batsman straight to Big Merv at short leg, and this game is still open. Bishop took the single. Curtly Ambrose just turned it straight to Big Merv at short leg. So now it's 8 out with 4.1 overs remaining.
Courtney Walsh and Patrick Patterson will be very nervous at the moment. Straight off the middle of the bat. Around the corner, a little bit of bounce, and the angle of the left armour directed the ball straight into the hands of Mervyn Hughes. Curtly Ambrose on his way for 4. Stikeman still left in this game yet, 8 for 128.
So 2 balls remaining in the first test match at the Gabba. Maybe so close and yet so far for Australia, who have played wonderfully well this afternoon, particularly McDermott, Reid, Hughes, Matthews. They've all bowled well, they've all attacked. Borders had the field up. Fine innings from Richie Richardson out for 66. Carl Hooper 32. Bishop's on 16, Walsh yet to score. Well played by Ian Bishop. He saved the game for the West Indies with 1 ball remaining in the first Test match here at the Gabba. In comes big Mervyn Hughes from the Stanley Street end. It's a drawn match. Well played Ian Bishop. He's not out 16. Walsh not out naught. That's 8 for 133. The man of the match is David Boone. Superb 146 in the first innings. It's goodbye for now. See you next week.
This has been another presentation from Nine's Wide World of Sports.